Raptoreum, also known as RTM, is an interesting project for a secure cryptocurrency and asset platform that is easy to use by anyone. The vision for the asset platform is to allow anybody to tokenize anything and create NFTs with a few simple clicks. While being simple, it also promises to be extremely flexible, powerful and scalable with dApps and smart contracts. Raptoreum is a secure and ASIC, FPGA-resistant proof-of-work cryptocurrency using Ghostwriter algorithm. Ghostwriter algorithm consists of 15 core algorithms and 6 different variants of kryptonite. Each block dictates what should be the order those algorithms are calculated in, and which of the kryptonite variants should be used. Ghostwriter uses the CPU to perform these algorithms. The asset platform slated for 2021 Q4 release is dependent on the smart contracts capabilities. Another feature is Raptoreum Futures. This allows the user to lock in RTM coins or assets into a special transaction, and have them automatically released at a certain block height or timestamp. One example for Raptoreum Futures is gifting some RTM coins to your friends on their birthdays, or make regular monthly allowances to your parents or kids. Wouldn't this be fun and interesting? Comparing with many blockchain smart contracts with a specific programming language like Ethereum's Solidity programming language, Raptoreum is planning to have 3 to 4 major programming languages for Raptoreum smart contracts. Another key difference is Raptoreum smart contracts will be stored and executed on smart nodes, which allows scaling and avoids congestion issues. Looking at their roadmap, Raptoreum's mainnet was launched on February 26, 2021 and already listed on several exchanges to date. In Q4 2021, smart contracts will be live on its testnet and assets live on mainnet. First thing first, to mine Raptoreum or any coin, you will need a wallet address. Download the Raptoreum wallet from this link. Choose your operating system and install the wallet software. When you first run the wallet software, it will need to synchronize the entire blocks of the blockchain. Since the mainnet was only launched in February this year, the sync process should not be long to catch up. This may take several hours depending on your internet and peer connections in the Raptoreum network. Once the wallet is in sync, you would have full access to your wallet. Let's walk through the wallet software and start with the Tools menu. Click on Information and you see the client version, data directory, name of the network, in this case mainnet, number of peer connections, number of smart nodes, current number of blocks, and the last block time. In the console, you can use commands to query the blockchain records. For example, get address balance of any wallet address. Let's try the command get blockchain info. The response shows the chain network, number of blocks, number of block headers, best block hash, difficulty, and etc. The network traffic page shows the received and sent block data. The peers page shows the connected peers, and there are 8 of them. Click on the first node and it shows the node details. The final page is the wallet repair options. In settings options, you may enable Raptoreum Core to start on system login. On the wallet page, you may enable expert features. On this network page, click on map port using UPnP. On the window page, you can set the minimize options. Finally, the display page allows you to set the UI theme to light, dark or traditional, the number of decimal digits. Once set, click on OK. In settings option, I would strongly advise to encrypt your wallet using a strong passphrase. Always remember to keep this somewhere safe and accessible. In case you forgot your passphrase, you will not be able to access your wallet and the coins within. Use with caution. The most important thing to begin with is to create your wallet receiving addresses. You can have any number of receiving addresses to your wallet, and you may add a label to each of these addresses to identify its use. You can also show the QR code and share with your paying party. So that's so much of the wallet functionality. Start by creating your wallet address and use it in your mining software. Let's go over the mining software. Click on the CPU miner link and you will land on this GitHub page. It shows the latest releases. As of this recording, it is version 1.2.2, which is the latest, and there are 14 other older releases. The README text below provides more information about this software, requirements, supported algorithms, and quick setup instructions. For full miner option list, you may refer to the README file in the software release assets. Let's go to the software releases. Version 1.2.2 release shows the description and fixes introduced as well as the assets below. Download the CPU miner asset relevant to your operating system type. In my case, I'm running Windows 10, and I download the Windows installer package. Before we set up the CPU miner software, let's discuss mining pools. For each coin, there would be a number of mining pools to choose from. As you can see here on Mining Pool Stats, Raptoreum has a list of pools, and they are sorted by descending order of pool hash rates. The current network hash rate is 24.64 mega hashes per second, and our plant pool has a 45% majority of the total pool hash rate. This is a dynamic dashboard and workload will change when miners enter and exit the pools. Here, I'll choose our plant pool and show you the steps to select the optimal network route and configure the mining software. Here on our plant pool, it supports multi-coin mining pools. Let's go to the Raptoreum pool page. In general, all pools display the current network performance, its pool performance, and your miner performance. Here, it also shows the details on top miners, number of workers, total miner hash rate, blocks that the pool had been rewarded with, and the number of confirmations. The stats page shows the miner software and version used by the miners in the pool. It also shows the countries where the miners are geolocated. The top miners are mainly from the United States, Russia, and China. In the Connect tab, it shows the important links to the Block Explorer, exchanges as well as the Discord channel. The other important info to know is how you would receive your payout, the payments interval and minimum payment, as well as the pool fee. In order for any miner to use this pool, we would need to know the stratum address and any specific configuration. As we are using a different CPU miner from our plant, we just need to know the stratum address and the user and worker ID parameter format. We will be using this information for our miner software configuration. After you extracted the content of the Ghostwriter CPU miner software, you will see some files and a binaries directory. The README file describes the features and capabilities of the software. One feature here is the system tuning for each CPU to take advantage of specific AVX extensions for higher performance. The CPU miner software will auto-detect the CPU class and optimize the mining. As a side note, we can use CPU-Z to find out the CPU model, CPU family and CPU instructions it supports. For my laptop, it is using Intel Core i7-8750H, belongs to Coffee Lake family and supports AVX and AVX2 instructions. The important file to configure is the config.json file. Here we need to update the URL backup, user, and tuneful. The user field contains your Raptoreum wallet address and worker ID. The tuneful field should be changed to true as this is a one-time optimization. Once we have these information, we can save the file and run the CPU miner batch file with administrative permissions. Here is a sample of the first-time full tuning run, and it would take between 3 to 4 hours to execute all the algorithm rotation combinations. Here are the results of my initial full tuning run on my laptop with Intel Core i7-8750H mobile processor, and it took 3 hours 51 minutes. Since this is a laptop, there would not be much configuration changes to warrant a rerun of this tuning process. However, for a desktop computer, and if you overclock your processor or change your memory configuration, then you would need to rerun this tuning process. For a subsequent run of the mining process, the tune config is loaded successfully as well as both huge pages and MSR were set up successfully too. I'll let this mining process run and update on the mining rewards. I've set up another miner on my workstation running AMD Ryzen 9 3900X 12-core 24-thread processor. The installation, configuration and tuning process is identical to my laptop. You can see that there are 2 workers listed in the lower left corner. My AMD 3900X desktop processor is capable of generating about 10 times more hash rate than my Intel i7-8750H 6-core 12-thread mobile processor. Now it is into my first 24-hour mining Raptoreum, and this would give me a good sense of how many RTM coins I earned. You should also notice that the worker's hash rate fluctuates, and this is due to the Ghostwriter algorithm, which consists of 15 core algorithms and 6 different variants of kryptonite. This approach is how Ghostwriter is able to be ASIC and FPGA resistant. Let's compare the paid reward versus what is recorded in our Raptoreum wallet. Fortunately, they are identical, and the recent transactions list the balance payouts received from the pool. Let's sum up the total Raptoreum earned in this 24-hour period. Wow, that looks like a good amount of 275 RTMs. To find out how much this is worth, let's check out the current price on the exchange. The exchange is showing $0.00853 per RTM, and our current wallet is worth about $2.35. To find out if this is profitable, we will have to consider the utilities costs. However, I am keeping them as investments and hoping that each RTM is worth 100-fold or 1,000-fold in the future, so I do not consider the utilities costs. Learning from past experience of Bitcoin and Ethereum, their value had risen more than 10,000-fold over the years, and I hope my coins will also appreciate like them. If you have any questions, do leave me your comments below. Hope you could support me by subscribing to my channel, like my videos and share this with your friends. This will help me, as a content creator, in many different ways in the YouTube ecosystem. I've listed the Raptoreum websites and links that would help you understand Raptoreum and the mining playground, together with the components listed which contain affiliated links to Amazon and AliExpress. Looking forward to your support for my channel. In my future videos, I'll be showing you how to build mining rigs, the components you need including PCI Express risers, GPU configuration using MSI Afterburner, CPU overclocking, as well as how to manage the heat generated by the mining rigs at home. Hope to see you in future videos, and happy mining!